season 3 is coming soon.
Yeah.
Well, we've both read season 3, like, of the updates and stuff, and overall I do actually think the updates are pretty good, but my only like problem is like they're bringing in the operation like they had in Battlefield 1, but they're making it like a limited time event again, and I don't understand why they keep doing these limited time events.
Is this what they did with the gas in the last season, and then the snowy kind of event and the one before?
Yeah.
I think they should.
That's pretty much that. It's like, yeah.
I think they should leave them as like a playlist of game modes, even when they're done with them. So like, there's the gas game mode. Other than that, there's no real like way to use to even like use the gas masks or anything like that. You kind of got like a couple weeks of playing around with them. So I think maybe even once they're done with the limited time modes, there should still be an option to play them. The same with like the winter event that they did.
No, I agree. Like, but that's why I don't understand why they're doing that, because they're putting on all the work to make this like the contaminated event, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure was only out for like a week. Like, and it kind of took away that whole like, oh, this is the season of biological warfare sort of thing, and it kind of didn't really make it feel then biological warfare, like, because they took away the event. But I don't understand why they're putting on all the work for this game mode, which is a pretty cool game mode. Like, I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was quite fun. But then they're taking it away, and like, yeah, I like they're taking it away within a week. And I don't know if they're just trying to catch on like the sort of FOMO, like to bring in people and be like, oh, quick, like play the game before you miss it, to kind of bring in people.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Maybe like a way to boost numbers at the start of each season. But I doubt that many people are looking at the game mode, and I don't know. I doubt it would bring that many people in, really. The new one.
Nah, surely not. I mean, because
what's it called? Operation.
I mean, because this new game mode.
What's it called? Operation Auger.
I think it's Oh God. Yeah, that sounds correct. I was going to say Agua. That is not correct. Auger sounds more than Operation Auger.
It sounds like It sounds like the same thing, but with smoke. I don't know if I'm. It does not sound that much different.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because in the.
Oh, I thought it was going to be. I think you're right. Yeah.
Because in the forums.
Oh, yeah, no, I think you're right.
The fight begins in Contaminated, where attacking forces can use VL smoke to disrupt defenders and create openings across the front line. So it's just smoke on the map, is what I get from
so it's just basically yeah. That's really weird. I kind of. Oh, well, that doesn't really sound, I guess, amazing. I mean, I think I'm excited for the operation to come back, because I think that was the best thing of Battlefield 1, was that you had like a story event, like, and that was kind of cool. But I don't know if it will really work with Battlefield 6, because it kind of worked. I feel like it worked better in Battlefield 1, because like it was World War 1, so you're kind of fighting real battles that kind of took place, and like there was a story element, like a real story, where this is kind of a bit like you're not going to get the history after the game, which I quite liked. But I don't know if it'll work that well really with this. But I still quite enjoyed the operation. I'm surprised they didn't bring it back. I mean, you have Breakthrough, which is like pretty much the same thing really, just without the story element, and it goes from, because this one goes into the Contaminated map and then like the Haganal base. So that's quite cool. But Um, but yeah, I don't know if it'll. I'm surprised it's just a limited time event. I think. But yeah, it doesn't. It looks like then it's just smoke, so it's not really.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, it seems cool, and then apparently,
that's pretty lazy if
yeah,
it's just if it's
it,
just like smoke scattered across the map. That's not gonna because there's already enough smoke in the game.
yeah, yeah, because oh my god, yeah, that's actually a good point. I mean, most of my if I when I mean, I normally just play support anyway, but when I do, it's just smoke galore. Like because it's such a good tactic. You just throw down a load of smoke, and I mean, it really just it takes away the enemy's sight
Chain
and everything.
smoking through the
But yeah,
battlefield trying to revive
I don't know.
people.
Maybe they're yeah. Um, like I think I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I mean we'll see what it's like. I guess on the 14th, what it will be like. But I mean, to be fair, like I enjoyed the contaminated one where you had the gas mask and your vision was obscured. Like that was kind of cool. It did make it a bit tense capturing a zone. But yeah, I don't know if it will.
Yeah, I liked that
I don't
the
know. Yeah,
gas was
it does
always
seem a
in
little bit lazy.
the kind of the closer quarter flags as well, especially when you're playing domination. Like
Hmm.
it'd be a bit crappy if they were just kind of out in the open. But like half of the flags are kind of indoor, and
Yeah.
then when you go in there, they're just covered in smoke. So it was or gas even. So it was quite cool. Taking the gas mask on and off was a bit of a pain, but other than that, I thought it was pretty good. I do think there should
Yeah.
be a playlist with the
Yeah.
limited time modes that you can always play.
Oh yeah. I think I think that's a good shout. Like, because why? Why would you take away them limited game modes? Like, that's just. I just think that's such like a. It just seems like a double negative. You do the work and then you have it released for a week or 2 weeks, and then it's gone. I just think that's really bizarre. I don't know why they're honing in on these limited time game modes. I don't think it brings in a mass amount. I don't think it changes how many people it brings in.
Trouble
As you
is,
said,
if they
yeah.
did keep it
But
as a game mode, I don't really know how many people
mm,
would be playing it. I'm not sure if you would ever find a game on because they already have a bunch of weird game modes that is quite hard to find a lobby in, like team deathmatch or
that's a
King
good
of the
point.
Hill. I don't think you're ever gonna
Yeah,
find a lobby in them anymore. So or maybe there should be a chance
that's a good point.
of
Actually, yeah,
because it's only on some of the maps. So maybe if you happen to get that map, there's like a 50% chance that it's covered in gas, or you just get the normal one maybe. Like some way of not putting it to
that's a good
waste
point.
would be
Yeah,
would be nice.
yeah. I think that's a good point. Like maybe it could like like have it as a separate thing where it's like you play Conquest, but the maps could be like there's a change. So like and then it just keeps getting added as the seasons kind of come in and they bring in these limited time. Maybe they'll add these limited time events maybe down the line. Maybe they'll just go here are all the events. Um so maybe because I'd be quite surprised if they've done all this work for it to just be only for a week.
Or
I don't
do you
know.
remember what they
Or
did
maybe it's not that much work. Maybe it is just a matter of
in Battlefield 4 when they had the maps could like change if certain things were done, like the dam could break or something like that.
yes, yeah, yeah,
They
yeah,
could do
yeah,
something like that where like halfway through,
yeah.
like when
What
a
was
team gets to half
I can't
points,
remember what it was called, but
then
yeah,
like the gas starts coming up or something like that. Just a way to like not waste it because it was quite cool.
Y- yeah. That's a good point actually. That would be quite cool. Like when the skyscraper fell or the bridge
Yeah.
fell
Oh,
or
the
something,
skyscraper falling was so good.
or what was it? There was a flood or
The
something.
flood. Yeah, yeah.
One of the maps, yeah. Like that was oh when the dam broke and stuff. Like that's cool. Like I'm surprised to be honest. Battlefield didn't stick with something like that. I kind of thought that was insane, but maybe it was just a lot of work.
It's so
But I thought
cinematic.
that was crazy. Their maps. It was. I mean, it was insane. Skyscrapers were falling mid-game, like, and stuff. I just think that's so cool. Like, what the hell? I can't believe that that was a game. Yeah, that would be quite cool if you had sort of things like that were kind of brought in, and then yeah, maybe like mid-game or something. Like, yeah, the game mode sort of changes a bit, so just so it's not being put to waste. But Um, but yeah, I think that would be quite cool. But speaking of the game mode changes, the defibrillator is changing as well. Um, I don't know. I'm a little 50-50 on it, but oh well. I think you said earlier it was only 4 charges, so I was kind of like, oh, okay, that makes it a bit better. But yeah, but I feel like people don't revive in the game anyway.
Yeah, I think making it.
That much, and then to put a limit on it,
Yeah, I
kind
think
of
you're
like,
right. I think
but
making it harder to revive is might be a problem. I'm not sure because like you can end up lying there
yeah,
for like a whole minute and you get like 5 medics walking over you. So making it like having less revives might make that problem worse.
yeah. Well, I am lying there for a minute, shouting, "I need a fucking medic!" that is literally what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't know, but I do think like because there are some game modes, for example, and maybe this is why they made the change, like the new map that they added, where it's like the underground one,
Yeah.
where it's just absolute chaos.
Yeah.
Like, so maybe people were just spamming like the defibrillator. So maybe that's why they've added maybe a limit, because on them maps, oh my god, it must be crazy if you're just running around with a defibrillator
Yeah.
going.
I think it could I
Um,
think it's gonna make the
but
games,
yeah,
especially domination, where you've got the tickets for like every life counts. I think it's gonna make the games like maybe not a lot quicker, but like
yeah,
probably like 5-10 minutes quicker each game. Because if there's a bunch of people getting mowed down, then you're obviously getting all the tickets back when you revive them.
yeah,
So actually, I,
yeah.
I
That's a
don't know
good
if you get
point.
the
Yeah.
tickets back
Oh
when you
yeah,
revive
shit.
them. I think you do, don't you? I'm not sure.
I think you do.
I was
Yeah,
under the
I'm
impression you
pretty
did.
sure. I th- I was under. I think you do. I'm pretty sure you do. That would make sense because that would,
Kind of incentivize
yeah,
reviving.
it saves you from, yeah. I mean, I always thought, because I always thought, well, I'll hold out because then it saves a
Yeah,
ticket
yeah.
sometimes. But that's what I've, yeah. So I think so. Um, but yeah, that is true. I think they're kind of hoping it looks like overall in the update to kind of like slow the play down a little bit,
Yeah.
like, and make it a bit more. I mean, it kind of goes into later about like adding a lot more things for like support and the XP stuff, which I think is a really good change. But it looks like they're kind of trying to push a bit more of the teamwork and like I suppose the objective way instead of just getting loads of kills, which I think's good. But because that's kind of what differentiates, I think, Battlefield to something like Call of Duty.
Yeah. It did get on.
But yeah,
It has been a bit kind of close to the Call of Duty feel, judging by like how quickly the fights are sometimes. So it'd be nice to slow it down a bit. Also,
yeah,
all the bug changes.
no, I agree. Oh my god, yeah. There's about like 500.
There's a
I think
lot.
genuinely, I think there's a lot, but I don't know. Yeah, where that has come from. I mean, probably because I feel like I feel like I was reading some and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I feel like some of these probably should have been done like long
Yeah,
ago.
some of them are pretty
Um,
major.
like yeah. Some are pretty major. Let me see if I can find some again. They're doing some network fixes anyway, like they're doing better packet loss indicators and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. And I think just all like a lot of stuff that I feel like tends to go unnoticed, but like you'll kind of notice it once it gets fixed. Um, I mean, they're updating the AI and the bots as well, which apparently they're using vehicles a bit better, which that's That's quite good because then you don't
Yeah,
lose.
bots were a big problem at some
Yeah,
point.
they're doing like 500 bug fixes. Yeah, no, the bots are pretty bad. In vehicles, they're awful.
Yeah, they just sit and
Like in
take up a
vehicles
seat for the
mainly,
whole game.
they're yeah. I saw one driving into a wall, like, and I was just like, oh no. I was thinking, what is that guy doing? And then found out it was an AI bot, and
I
I was
don't
like,
know if
oh
they can
okay.
get
So,
in the helis or the jets. I assume not, because that'd end poorly.
I hope not. They can barely drive the tank, so I doubt. I don't think so, no. But if they did, well, your team's in trouble. Um, where is it? There's loads of setting changes, portal changes. They're changing up the UI as well, which is pretty good. Oh, there's a load of audio changes. That's what I was
Oh
thinking.
yeah,
They've changed a lot of the audio, like so like hit detections and stuff. So you're not actually guessing if something hit. It's a bit more responsive, which is really good. And they're also changing the recoil of guns as well, because I think some people have said that a lot of the guns are like they're all pretty much the same recoil, like they're all very laser beamed.
yeah. You do not
It's
get
kind of the term that's kind of gone
the
around.
kind of kick from a lot of guns. I feel like a lot of the time, if I'm running around with
Yeah,
an LMG,
and to be fair,
it's like I've got no recoil.
I was about to
Yeah,
say, like, even with an LMG, there's like no recoil. Like, and I remember when, like, in like the game modes like Battlefield 1, where like if you mounted your LMG, like it would be really good.
yeah,
But like if it wasn't mounted, oh my god, the recoil would be insane.
yeah. That's a good
Like
point.
it's yeah. So
Everyone in Battlefield 4 had to have the bipod on so that you could set your machine gun up because the
yeah,
recoil was too bad otherwise. You couldn't use it without it. That's kind of been lost.
yeah. And I think that kind of yeah, I think in Battlefield 6 the recoil has like every gun is like pretty much the same really, like in terms of recoil. So I think they're changing that so like guns have like yeah, like a all different kind of recoils, which I think's good. It kind of just gives a bit more personality to the weapons rather than just kind of going, because I've barely had to even normally I kind of either look up like what's the best weapon to use, or I'll kind of like test other weapons, where I've kind of just been happy, to be honest,
Yeah,
with every
yeah,
weapon.
yeah. I've stuck with
Like,
the
you
weapons.
know, even when I have changed a weapon, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty much yeah. It's
I
I haven't
just
really I haven't really had to worry about
I
changing my
just read
weapon.
something about flashlights. In the indoor maps especially, people would use a flashlight and just
Mm.
keep turning it on and off to blind you because you genuinely can't see anything if there's a flashlight coming the other way. But
No way.
they're on a cooldown now. It says lasers and flashlights enter a short cooldown after repeated rapid trigger toggles.
No
So
way.
you can't go around a corner
Oh my god.
spamming your flashlight to blind everyone, or at least not as often.
I didn't even know that was. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah,
That's that's insane. Wow. 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 I didn't even know that tactic. I don't really run around with a flashlight though, but it's pretty
it's
like I think a
so
flashlight does help because
infuriating.
it does blind your opponent. Yeah. I mean, normally I do just shoot at the light and
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
him.
yeah.
like, but it is disorientating, like especially in maps that are darker. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. I didn't know like that was a thing that people like turn their flashlight on and
Yeah,
off. Wow,
yeah, yeah.
wow, that's a pretty good
I think
tactic.
it's kind of cool, but
Um,
it's also a bit
I normally,
game breaking. Well, not game breaking. It kind of ruins the game a little bit.
yeah,
The vehicle as well.
damn, yeah, no, no.
The new LTV looks kind of cool.
Oh yeah, I like this vehicle.
Uh, I
You said you
I
didn't
don't
like
think
it.
it's gonna be useful. I really don't. I can't see.
I'm going to use it in
Oh,
every game.
nice! Can't wait for that.
I don't.
Yeah, it's like a
I,
it's like a 4-seater vehicle that acts as like an ammo station, a spawn beacon, and I think it heals you if you're near as well. But I just
okay.
don't think it's, other than a tank, every vehicle seems to just get, there's mines everywhere. One mine and that thing's gone. I just don't think you're ever going to see it live.
Okay.
Judging by every
Okay.
time
I
I get
forgot
in a
about them.
vehicle,
Yeah, I forgot
I'm
about.
blown to the
Yeah.
moon from like a little mine hidden away. So I don't know how much that's going to help. It's cool though. It's a cool idea.
Yeah, that's a good point. I feel like for people, because I'm not like, and we'll talk about the XP, like the XP changes as well, but I'm not really like, yeah, I go for kills, obviously, but I'm more of a support player where I like to give people healing, revives, repairs. So for me, this vehicle is like, it's brilliant. Like, for me, that's perfect. That's like I feel like I'm helping my team out indirectly even more with a vehicle. I feel like for objective games, I feel like that's such a win though, because if you keep that basically, let's say, not like it doesn't seem like a vehicle where you'd go near the enemy spawn, but if you keep that sort of hidden somewhere in the middle of the map, or maybe not hidden, but if you keep it kind of like maybe just, I'm trying to think. For example, you know in the map, the one where you know in Escalation, the map that I can't remember what it's called. The one with all the houses,
Oh,
but that all the three maps are in the center of the map in
yeah,
Escalation.
with
That
the
one.
mountainside
I can't remember what
on the
that's
other
called.
side of the map. That kind of cliff face. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that yeah, if you keep the vehicle just part like behind that mountainside, then like I that's kind of how I envisioned sort of using that vehicle. Like not in the midst of fire, but like I don't know. I guess it's I feel like if because that's then basically a massive spawn beacon with health and ammo and
I
stuff.
think on a,
But
I think the only
maybe it's
time
not.
I
Maybe
would use it is in escalation. I'm just gonna get in it if no one's in it and send it to the other side of the map and hope people just start spawning on it for
no.
like
Yeah.
a back capture maybe.
Oh, but yeah, I suppose that's also good though, because like you're also then not just relying on air support because like
Yeah,
where people will be able to knock down yeah the helicopters, you'll be able to do it on the ground as well. But so I suppose it is kind of handy in that sense as well. But yeah, trying to get to the other side of the map with that vehicle will
but then
probably be quite tough, I
you can
imagine.
do something better with
But
a
it could be game
you
changing.
can do something better with a quad bike. You can just take a quad bike to the other side of the map and put a spawn beacon down. Like there's kind of already things in place
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
that seem a bit better. It looks cool though. It looks really cool.
It does look cool. I will certainly be driving it anyway because that's just my kind of vehicle. But I think you're right. But then again, if you because the spawn beacon, to be fair though, is only like with the assault, and I've used the assault 4 times.
Yeah, that's a good
So
point. I don't play assault.
for something like this, if you wanted, like, yeah, so if you wanted to play like I suppose like a medic, this is, and you wanted to kind of support your team a bit more in that sense, this is kind of a win. I mean, you could be driving around throughout the whole your back lines, just giving loads of people ammo and health, and having people respawn.
Yeah,
So
if it
I
doesn't
don't
get
know
blown up,
really.
then sure.
Maybe it won't.
But I don't see it lasting very long.
Yeah, I suppose.
It depends
Yeah,
how
yeah. I think you're right. It probably won't be the vehicle. It's a bit better than your average vehicle,
yeah
but
yeah
it won't. It's not by
yeah.
much. It maybe I thought it might be a bit of a game changer, but maybe it's not.
I
Maybe it
have to
won't.
see. It might
I'm
be.
kind of hoping it
It
will
might
though.
be.
Maybe. And then the new weapon, which is like a machete, so it's like a new melee weapon. That's kind of cool. It's not like massive. It looks like it's just added flavor really for a different melee weapon because there's not really many melee weapons in the game.
No, there's two. There's just
I remember, I feel
the
like
knife and the sledgehammer.
Oh,
at the moment.
oh, oh, Jesus! I thought maybe they added maybe a few more. Because I don't really bother to look to see what my melee weapon is because I don't really use it. When it was like Battlefield 1, I looked to see what my melee weapon was because that was beneficial.
Yeah,
Like because there was some game modes where close quarters was so handy, and a pistol was often better than your rifle that you were using. Like so, your melee weapon was actually really quite important. I mean, the Battlefield One had so many melee weapons, and I know it's like it's a bit different. Like obviously there was a lot of melee fights and close combat fights in World War One. So maybe that's why they kind of focused it more on that than something like Battlefield 6. I suppose in Modern Warfare, close combat fights aren't really going to be. Yeah, I suppose aren't really going to be that 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 that
I'm
relevant.
surprised
But I don't
they're
know.
only
Yeah,
adding
I kind
a
of.
melee weapon.
There's only two.
I would have thought, compared to
Yeah.
other battlefields,
Oh, what
there's
more
still a
like?
lot less choice of guns. Especially like secondaries, we've got like
Mm,
4 or 5, maybe 5 or 6. But other than that,
yeah,
snipers there's about 4,
that's a good point as well.
DMRs there's
Yeah,
about 3, shotguns there really aren't
yeah,
many. So I thought they'd really be trying to
yeah.
add more of them, but just a melee weapon is a bit.
No, that's so true. Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I suppose all the guns really are the same. So even though there's a few, if you just add more guns, I guess what else is it kind of
Yeah, that's a
doing?
good
But
point.
yeah, I think if they're kind of bringing in more personalities, then I think I'm surprised. Yeah, you're right. There aren't really that many weapons to really kind of choose from. Um, I mean, it looks like there's a lot of weapons. I go into one gun and somehow I've multiplied it into 8. I don't know what I'm
Oh,
doing.
the
Um,
menus for the guns
I mean, it's
are awful.
yeah, the menus are just
That
what's
is my
going
biggest
on.
complaint.
The menus are
Is
yeah, the men.
it when you select a gun, it kind of tries putting
Mm,
like your preferred attachments on, and there are like set loadouts for set guns with certain attachments on. It just doesn't work. No Battlefield game has done that before.
I don't see the point in that. No, I don't see the point. I don't really get that. Like, yeah, I don't really see why. I don't see the benefit in something like that. Everybody will you will just customize your weapon to how it is, unless you want to be really lazy and you don't want to go through your weapon, I guess, and you just want to pick a set one. But they kind of look bad. They don't. They're not even like I don't know. It's kind of like if you go into a game and you have modifiers and it gives you all these set modifiers and they're actually awful. But if you customize them like to what you want, then you make a better weapon overall anyway. I
Yeah,
don't know,
yeah.
but like it's kind of pointless.
I've never used them.
Um,
I kind of just skip
yeah.
past that. The menus are
No,
the
I've
menus are,
never really
are
looked at
real
them.
bad, which is why I'm glad that there's a lot of HUD changes and things like that.
Yeah, yeah, that is a good thing. Yeah, the UI changes that they're bringing in and the menu changes that they're bringing in. Yeah, solid. They've done. Looks like they've worked a lot on it, so I'm kind of excited to see. It should just be a nicer sort of thing because it feels like I'm just kind of scrolling through a jungle of options that I don't really know or can't be bothered to even look at.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
says it says
like
UI, HUD, and front end
yeah,
improvements. It says like menus, challenges, loadouts, end around screens, store presentation, battle pass. It says they've all been updated to improve clarity. So hopefully it should be easier to one invite someone
fair.
and two just to get in a game as well.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. No, that's so true. Yeah, finding a game in Battlefield is somehow tricky. I just cannot believe the amount of games sometimes I join and they're being put in with
Yeah,
bots.
the
But
bots.
that is like a wider issue.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I don't. I just don't understand. I don't get it though because it's not like it's a it's not like no one's playing the game. So I don't understand why there's so many servers or like lobbies that get filled with bots.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
I
know.
can look on
Yeah,
the player
but
charts, and the game still is like really, obviously not as good as when it came out. It still has decent numbers, but depending on, I think it's depending on the time and which
yeah,
server you're in. Sometimes you do just get 5 straight lobbies of bots, and the bots are
bots.
the
Yeah,
bots are awful. You can get you can just stack up points because the bots kind of just walk
yeah,
around.
yeah. Like there's been some lobbies where I think it was when I was trying. I was like, oh, okay, I'll try the game with the bots, whatever. And like it was like maybe 7 players on each team, like in a game of Conquest, like of like actual players, and the game was just so slow, like because everybody else on the team were just racking up all the kills, and I was like, where the hell is everyone? I haven't seen anybody for like 5 minutes, like, and I've caught 3 objectives, um, yeah, the AI is just awful. Yeah, they're not great. But it's kind of good to rack up with XP with, to be fair. So that's kind of a win. But they're changing the XP now, a little bit, slightly. They are so you can gain, I think, XP like or it crew no wait sorry you improve your level up with like XP, like so if you were to repair a vehicle it would go like it would help you level
Yeah,
up, I think in whether a weapon or that vehicle, I don't know, but yeah, I think that's kind of what it is. Let me see if I can find it
they've made
again.
it easier to level up.
Whatever it was, I think so. Yeah, it was like I think God, I can't
I
remember what it
see it.
was, but it was basically like if you do you see it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Then
it's
yeah. What
weapon
does it say?
XP, vehicle XP are now earned through active use. Okay, so so not even if you're getting kills, even if you're just using the weapon and the vehicles, you still get XP. It also says XP rates have been increased slightly across the
Okay.
board. Um, with
Okay. Fair.
and then some red sec stuff as well with XP. But basically, if you're using a vehicle and a weapon, like even if you're, because a lot of the
Hmm.
time in tank, or maybe not so in tanks, but in helicopters, sometimes you're not really getting many kills, especially if you're in the bigger one. So even if you're
Oh,
just using them, you're
I
getting
see.
XP, no matter how well you're doing with them.
This video is sponsored by 3D Creations. Do you like nerdy stuff? Well, of course you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't have clicked on this video. We make 3D printed keycaps and other accessories inspired by a mixture of games and films. If this interests you, the link is in the description. And let's get on with the video. No, that's a really good change. I think that's really good. I think that encourages kind of like support players. Like it kind of gives a bit more benefit on that, and vehicle players as well. To be fair, because I will admit, like I will not that I fly a helicopter much, but if I do, I'm not getting many kills
Yeah,
in a helicopter
yeah. They're
because I
difficult.
don't
They're
I don't fly
difficult,
the
man.
helicopter much. Um, they're really tough. Like I remember when I first tried a jet in Battlefield 3, and holy crap, like the game's too fast. Like how are people?
Yeah.
I am impressed when people can fly a jet like really well. Like that seriously takes some time and skill. Like I mean, and I've grown older since Battlefield 3. Like
the
the game feels fast
the
when I'm
game's
sprinting, let
the
alone in a
game's
jet.
speeding up and
Like
you're slowing down.
yeah, yeah, it's insane. Oh my god, getting even in a helicopter is like mad. I think I played in a helicopter a couple of times and it wasn't too bad, but like swinging it around, oh my
I,
god, the weight
I
of it
can
is
picture
just
you
it just
in the
sends you off.
helicopter just get right now. The
It's just
I looked at
crazy. Yeah,
the player charts at the moment. Speaking of the bot lobbies,
yeah,
um, So every night it kind of peaks. It peaks about. This is just on Steam, so this doesn't include console or anything else. It's about 50,000 players,
Yeah.
which is not,
Oh.
which is a lot, obviously a lot less, but that's still enough for everybody. Like that still doesn't have the need for bot lobbies. Um, but compared to when it
Yeah.
came out,
Oh,
it
okay.
was on. It peaked with
Mm. Oh, jeez.
747,000, so it's down to
Wow.
45,000. So that's
I mean, I suppose it was never gonna retain that, but yeah, jeez. I wonder if that's just because there's just so much now to play. I wonder if that's like also like an impact to maybe player numbers of why people have kind of decreased in maybe like first person shooters and stuff. Maybe I don't know, like because if you think like there's Battlefield 6 and then when that came out, like Arc Raiders came out,
yeah,
which
that was
everybody
big.
then jumped on.
Yeah,
Helldivers goes on sale, people buy that. Like people buy all these other online games. I
I
mean,
think
it's
people
yeah
just
to
are
pick
playing
the
games for a short amount of time as well. Like if
mm,
I,
that's a good point.
especially
Yeah.
multiplayer games, I remember when, like even when the older Call of Duties would come out, people would play them till
Mm,
almost till the next one came out. But now I feel like people play a game for, well, myself included, people play a game for like a couple months, if that sometimes. I just don't think that games last
yeah.
nearly as long as they used to.
No. Yeah. I think you're right. Because I feel like yeah, yeah. I think you're right. Like
This also shows
yeah. I
me,
think yeah. I mean I feel like
this also shows me when the seasons come out to see if there are like, uh, if there are more players when each season comes out. So between when season
uh
one came out,
oh that's cool.
another 100,000 people
Yeah.
came back to the game. So that was a huge boost when season one came out. And then it
Okay.
shows me
Wow.
the
Okay.
game
Yeah.
went free to play. That didn't add that did not add players to the game somehow, even though the game went from being obviously paid to free to play. And then when season two came out,
Yeah. That's weird.
about 30,000 people came back to the game.
Oh
So
jeez.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
That's all damn. From 100,000 to 30, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. When season 3 comes out, how many people kind of come back?
yeah. I don't think it'll be.
Damn.
I don't think it'll be
Damn.
many.
I don't think it'll be no. I think it'll probably be quite similar, if anything less, because I wouldn't say I would because the thing is I don't think the game's bad. I think the game's quite enjoyable. I think it's a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, yeah.
But I don't think the seasons like I just don't think the seasons do anything to retain back people, bring them back. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, they need
I
to.
think yeah, like and
They need to be adding a lot more. Even with this update, like
yeah,
they need to be adding like a couple maps. Battlefield is kind of, or the older Battlefields. There were so many maps in this one. Again, it's newer, which is fair enough. They need to be constantly bringing out maps. Vehicles less so. There are a lot of vehicles in six, but maps, guns especially, and just
yeah.
like new, like kind of innovative stuff. Like oh, what's the game mode that they brought out with six? That's really good. Escalation, like stuff like that. Like they did really well with escalation.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. That's it. Yeah, escalation is amazing. Like, that didn't come out when the game launched, right? That came out like in season 1 or something. Did it? Or
I think it's. I
season
thought it was when
2?
it launched, but I'm not. I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe it was when it
It is the
launched.
best game mode though, I
I
think.
think maybe you're right. I'm not. Oh yeah, I mean people. people obviously have their preferences, but escalation for me is like, I mean, it doesn't hit the same as like, well, actually no, I think it kind of does hit similar to like when they brought out operations in Battlefield
Yeah,
1.
yeah.
Like, it's just so much fun. Like, the intensity is just insane. Like, it's so good.
It's really balanced as
Yeah,
well.
it's like Conquest,
Like,
but
because if
it
you're
is,
if you're
yeah.
getting destroyed, then your flags end up being
Mm,
closer to you than they are to the enemy. So there's a decent chance that you at
yeah,
least get, because it was what, first to 3 points.
a point.
Um, yeah, there's a
Yeah, I
decent
think it is,
chance that
yeah.
like if they've got the first 2 points, you're probably going to get a point or two back, even if you still lose. So to a certain extent, and there's a
Yeah, I
rare
know.
scenario
Yeah,
where you kind of get stomped, but usually there feels like there's a chance.
yeah. Yeah, I've had that maybe a couple of times, but out of the amount of games I've played, most like I would say a good 95%. It normally ends with like yeah, it's two and two, you know, and then everybody's fighting for the last three flags.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, Escalation's such a good game mode that it's so much fun. They did really well
they
with
just
that.
need to add more stuff like
They're really
that.
good at doing that though. Like yeah, I agree. Like I think they just need to focus more on the maps. Like I think they just need to apparently there's a I don't know if it's in this update or if it's spoken in this forum, but apparently there was a rumor that people were saying that there's a new map coming and apparently it's going to be like the biggest map that they've released and it makes like the bigger maps already look like a medium map. Um
Yeah,
but yeah,
supposedly
but I don't know.
supposedly some
People have just kind of said take
data
it with
miner has found like 3 map titles that are supposedly going to be added. They're not in the
right.
official EA like forum thingy, but yeah, and
Oh,
one of the
okay.
maps is Gold Mud from Battlefield 4, which is a huge map. So yeah, it doesn't say anything about
Oh,
maps
wow.
in
Oh, yes, that was it. Yeah, yes.
yeah, it doesn't say anything
That's
about
okay.
maps.
Yeah, apparently people have kind of said, yeah, people have kind of said, like, take it with a pinch of salt because it might not
Yeah.
come. But, you know, because it's just a rumor. But, I mean, yeah, people seem to be really want, like, the big maps. Like, and I didn't mind the big maps in Battlefield 3 when they kind of had them. But geez, if you didn't have a vehicle, you were walking for a
Yeah.
while. Like that's kind of the only downfall with a massive map. But yeah, it can be fun. But yeah, it is I quite like I don't mind the size of the maps that they kind of have now, but I know that's probably a controversial opinion. But then again, having one big map will be quite cool. Like as long as they're not all insanely massive. Um
I would guess
but
that the
yeah,
maps aren't coming
but
in
that should
season 3 just because the update's in, well, 2 days. So I would have thought
yeah.
if
I thought maybe it'd be a little surprise, but
I think they would
I
want
doubt.
to let people know
I
that they're
mean,
adding maps because I feel like that would.
advertise
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a very good point actually. Yeah, that would be the worst marketing strategy ever. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good point.
maybe.
To not tell anybody there was there was a there was a big map coming and then not say anything. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe it will come like how they did it with this underground map. Maybe it will come like later on.
Yeah, maybe.
Um, maybe maybe because they seem to release something with the new season and then they'll add like another map. It seems because I was surprised when they added only like one map to season 2, and I kind of thought that was pretty rough. I was like, that's not gonna start bringing people back for a long time. If they've got one map to enjoy again, I think it was one map. Yeah, because season 1 was the house one
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
mentioned
yeah.
earlier, with the cliffside and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll maybe they'll bring in maybe another map later on. Maybe that makes more sense.
I know that
But yeah.
there was a whole big thing that I think in March, um, EA supposedly, well, I think they did, yeah, EA laid off like a whole bunch of people working on Battlefield from DICE and all that. So I think also people like that was a whole
Oh,
big thing.
yeah.
So I think maybe that affects the amount of people playing the game. Maybe people are kind of maybe not too happy
Yeah.
with EA,
I remember
maybe, which
that.
isn't anything new. But maybe that's another reason.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember people weren't particularly pleased because people also just thought then that the game wasn't gonna get many updates. Then, like, all the updates they was gonna get was even gonna be worse than what it already was. So I think people kind of checked out
Yeah,
probably
I
even
think
more so,
it
which
looks
is a
like a bit of a
shame.
cash grab as well, because again, Battlefield 6 hasn't been out for that long,
Yeah,
and that was a month ago already. So a couple months after the game came out, it
yeah,
I don't think it met their target, so they just laid a bunch of people off, which is a bit
that's crazy. Yeah,
yeah.
that really sucks. Yeah,
Yeah, some of
hopefully.
the comments
I mean, it
are
does look like.
crazy.
Oh, oh no, are they
Yeah,
bad?
yeah.
Are they not
This is
great?
what is it? Oh, made a
Oh
banger
no,
game which
oh no.
sold crazy amount of copies. Your reward is finding another job.
Oh no, oh no, damn. That's quite funny. Shit. Wow. Yeah. But that was the thing, because Battlefield 6 really did, like, it, it, the marketing for it, I mean, it was massive. People were like, it's back. Like, Battlefield is back.
Yeah,
It's back. Like, it's doing well. And it is a good game. Like, it is a really good first person shooter. And if you did like things like Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, then this is definitely like the kind of game to come back to play it again. Um, I mean, they'd certainly learned a lot from 2042, which was
oh
horrendous.
god, yeah.
Um, but 2042 was bad. Like, yeah, I never actually bought it, but they released like a Battlefield game like a year after, pretty much. I think on like PlayStation Plus. So I got it and I tried it and I've never gone like, God, I actually can't play this game because just the feel of it is just so bad. I don't know why. I couldn't really explain why it was awful. It really wasn't great. It was really not
It
great.
did it
Battlefield 5
it
was
did well when it
okay.
came out, so it's just sad that that people aren't sticking with it.
Uh,
Like comparing it to
what, Battlefield 6?
yeah. Like comparing it to what we said earlier,
Yeah,
that Arc
yeah,
Raiders was like huge pretty recently. That only peaked at like half a
yeah,
million. So Battlefield 6 still did like a significant amount more than that, and I feel like Arc Raiders was everywhere. So it did so well on release, like almost like 3/4 of a million copies on releases. It's pretty crazy. So it didn't do bad at all.
yeah, yeah. No, Arc Raiders done really well. And also, people are still, like, it still feels like it's, I don't know, I don't know if relevant is the right word, but it kind of feels, it feels like a lot of people are still playing it. Like,
Yeah,
um,
yeah,
kind of similar to Helldivers. Like, Helldivers still feels very active. Like, where Battlefield 6, I don't know, it, I don't know if it's just because I don't know that many people who play it compared to other games. Like, but it doesn't feel as active. And then when you join a game and then you find that there's loads of bots, oh my god,
yeah, that's a killer.
then
Well, it's like
it
I
really
don't
doesn't feel
particularly
active.
like Helldivers 2,
Yeah,
but I still see people
yeah,
playing it. I still see advertisements for the new updates, and it's got like quite a good core player base just
yeah,
because of like the nature of the game. Whereas Battlefield 6, you don't really
yeah.
like hear a lot. Like I haven't
No,
seen.
you don't get that
If you're
feel.
not currently playing Battlefield, I doubt you're going to know there's a new update, to be honest.
True. To be honest, I actually didn't know of this update until like I think yesterday or a couple of days ago.
Yeah,
Like
same.
I didn't realize that there was a new update or season 3 coming. Yeah. Um yeah, you know. Um but yeah, I probably will play Battlefield. I mean, I will definitely play Battlefield 6 for the new update because I want to experience operations again.
Yeah.
I quite like operations and I want to see how that is. But I don't. I'll be intrigued to see how many people it brings back. But because I think that would be interesting. But I don't know. I kind of sometimes think have they have they kind of done maybe now these updates a bit too late? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Will actually I
You
don't
might
know.
be right there.
And all Yeah, I don't know. And also, I'm curious to see if people will actually change how they play with these updates because it seems like they've kind of pushed towards more of like teamwork and objective focused, which kind of I already got the vibe that that was kind of what they were going for even when the game launched. But now it looks like they're pushing that even more to kind of hone in a bit more on that with the XP and stuff and the defibrillator changes and all that. I'll be curious to see if people actually do kind of change the way they play because in Battlefield 1, to be fair, they did. Like people weren't reviving much or like no, the issue was that people weren't allowing themselves to be
Yeah.
revived. So
Yeah, yeah.
they were just offing themselves and then respawning. And then they brought in so like 3 or 4 different changes to the medic sort of thing. Like um but yeah, so like they really did try and push, and then they also changed the grenades as well. Like I
Oh
remember, I can't
God.
remember what the map
Oh my
was. The one with the
God.
train and the
Yeah,
bridge.
yeah, yeah.
The grenades was just insane. Like, and then it was just anti tank mine explosion, explosion, explosion. Like it was insane. Like but then they brought in like the timed grenades, so you could only have like a certain amount, um, which I think was a good change, and it kind of forced people to kind of change how they play the game. So I do think they're quite good at doing that. I'm just curious to see if people actually do sort of change the way that they play the game with all these changes.
Yeah, I think it'll be. I think trouble is they're trying to slow the game down a bit, which I think is great. I think it does need that. But then they've just added like the
Yeah.
hellhole that's the new map. That's the complete opposite. Like I don't, you're never going to be able to slow that down. So I think that's maybe why
Yeah.
people are hoping for a bigger
Yeah, that's
map
a good point.
to maybe slow it down even more that way. Because at the moment, like the kill time is instant. Sometimes you're turning a corner and you're kind of you're on the floor before you even see them. So it does definitely need slowing down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Like I think it does need slowing down. Like I mean, sometimes I think I heard this in a YouTube video. Somebody said it. They were doing updates as well on the cover. So like, because sometimes you get shot behind while you're behind a
Yeah,
cover, and I don't know if that was like a delay or a hit register inaccuracy, but because that happened to me a few times where I was like, how the hell did they get
yeah,
me?
that's so
Um,
frustrating.
but yeah, but yeah, that is. It's just yeah. I don't really but it looks like I'm kind of glad that they've done all these audio changes, the UI changes, the network changes, the bug fixes. It looks like they've kind of honed in a big on that. I guess it'll be curious to see how like if it was too late to do. Um, but
I'm looking
yeah.
forward to the UI changes the most, to be honest. I hope they fix the menus. I really do.
I doubt they're going to change it to like the old Battlefield, right? I imagine it's still going to be in its
Yeah,
kind of weird
yeah,
format that
yeah.
they're doing now.
Hope they
That kind of
hopefully I
sucks,
just
but
don't
because I don't like that
I don't
format.
like opening up
But
the game and having like 20 pop-ups and 50 menus in my face. It's kind of off-putting.
Well, here's an
Yeah, it's like
advert.
a mobile
Yeah, no,
game.
it's not that bad. But yeah, no, like it kind of is. It is a little bit. It is kind of set up like a mobile game. That is actually how I would describe it. It's like a weird. Maybe that's what it is. You know how like people can play like sort of Warzone on their phone and stuff,
No, wait, what?
like
Can they?
or something. Is it?
Oh, maybe they can.
I
I don't know.
think there's like some people. I'm pretty sure. Have I just made that up? I might
I
be
don't
making
know
this
about
up.
Warzone.
I feel like there's some like you can download like a battle royale sort of thing on your mobile and play it on your phone.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like PUBG.
That was
PUBG,
another
I think
thing.
you can get on your phone.
Maybe I'm thinking of PUBG. That was another thing. The RedSec. I'm not. I don't. RedSec just annoys me that it exists. I just don't. I don't see. Oh no, yeah, Call of Duty Mobile. You can play Call of Duty Mobile.
Oh
on
my
your
god,
phone.
I did not know that. That's horrifying
It.
to hear. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm pretty sure it's free. Yeah, it's Battle Royale. So yeah, you can just play it on your phone.
No one's doing that, surely.
Isn't that?
I'm not getting on the
I don't
train and
know.
playing some Call of Duty Mobile
If you're like,
on my phone.
you are. If you're an addict.
Hell no. I'm doing that.
Like, I think, yeah. I'm just, yeah. I mean, we don't play RedSec, so yeah, I just don't see the point. There's a lot of RedSec changes on this update. I just think what a waste.
I really don't.
What a waste of
I don't know who's
resources.
loading up Battlefield to play a Battle Royale. That doesn't. There can't be. I would love to see the player numbers between the base game and RedSec.
But I know a couple of people who would load up Battlefield to play RedSec.
Well,
And
maybe
yeah,
don't talk to them anymore.
That's just not my kind of game.
No, surely
Like
not. That's horrid.
There's nothing worse. I don't. The thing is, I just wouldn't. I don't think that's RedSec is. That's just not what the player base of Battlefield want. Like, I can understand it from something like Call of Duty,
Yeah.
because it's about getting kills, surviving till the end. Like that's kind of Call of Duty, you know. That fits the Fortnite formula as well. But Battlefield is about teamwork, like more tactical shooter, even though it's not really a tactical shooter, but it's more of a friendly tactical shooter. People don't play Battlefield, I feel like, to go, cool, let me load up RedSec, like, which is a surviving battle royale shooter. It doesn't fit the same formula. Like, and I saw as well that people were kind of saying on YouTube that like RedSec is like RedSec is good now because they've added solos to RedSec, and I'm like, I don't think people care. Surely, right? I could be
No,
wrong.
I don't. I just don't know.
Surely people aren't. Also, if you're playing solo, this is what I also don't understand, and this is the thing. I know nothing really of RedSec because I just don't care. But I think if you're playing RedSec solo, as soon as you get a tank, surely you're winning, unless the other person has a tank, because you can't take out a tank on your own. So I don't really know what's happening there. Like,
Yeah.
because they have tanks in
Yeah, they do.
in RedSec.
I think you have to.
And they have it in solos.
You have to do like
So,
some challenges to unlock
Are
them.
you just?
Something like that. I think you can take them out.
That's quite
I think
cool.
you can take them out by yourself.
On
I
your
think,
own?
Yeah, you can get like
Okay.
anti-tank
That's fair then.
kits. I think they're called to take them out.
Oh, okay. I kind of would have thought it would be near impossible. Like, I kind of thought. I mean, I would just consider myself done really at that point.
I just wish they would.
I don't really see.
You said it earlier. I wish they would just bin off RedSec and help and like get the people focusing on RedSec to help the actual game.
Yeah, yeah. I just think that's better. But I am curious to see. I assume there's no way of finding out what the numbers are for RedSec.
I don't think
But
so. Nah.
surely as well though, if you're gonna play a battle royale, are you not gonna just play something like Fortnite or Warzone? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
They've tried to make their RedSec a bit more unique, but
if I want to play a battle royale, which is pretty rare, I'm probably loading up like an Apex or a PUBG, something something that's solely a battle royale.
yeah,
Like it just feels like such an
yeah,
afterthought to be chucked into Battlefield
yeah.
6.
Yeah, I think that's another thing. Like, it's kind of like, well, it's not the main thing, so I'm gonna go to something that's like that focuses
Yeah,
on just the battle
yeah,
royale
yeah.
because it should be better. Like, because you're focusing your attention just on that. Where if you're just, yeah, I just don't really. I'm curious. I'm really curious to know, like, if RedSec really is popular, but
There's no way. It can't
I
be.
just don't see it. I just don't. Yeah, surely not. I just don't see that vibing with the Battlefield sort of community. That's just not like I don't like. Surely you're not playing like if you want to play Battlefield, you're looking to play the main game modes, right? Like Conquest, Escalation. Like it's an objective shooter where like it's not like Call of Duty where you just kind of get kills and you kind of win or lose. Like and you know it's not focused. Call of Duty is kind of focused way more on kills where Battlefield's kind of focused more on the objective, and you can kill like 20 people, but like it might be a tank that's holding down the objective. So killing 20 people do nothing because they're just going to keep respawning in on that tank. Um, I don't know.
It
Yeah,
just feels
it
so
just
out of place.
doesn't really strike the same sort of. Yeah, it really does. And what an awful name. Who came up with Red
It's
Sec?
fucking
That
shit.
sucks. That's
No one.
that just sucks.
If you ever hear the
Like that is
words,
awful.
yeah, do you want to play some Red Sec? It doesn't. It never. I don't know. I instantly don't like that person. If I hear them say, "You want to play some Red Sec?"
do, do you want to play some Red Sec? At least with Warzone, you understand what the idea of the
Yeah,
game
yeah.
might be. But Red Sec, what are you getting? What information does Red Sec give? Like, very little.
It's part of the story, right? Is that what
Very
that is?
little.
I think is Red Sec like
Oh, is
a.
it?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. It might be.
Oh, that might.
I think it might be part of the story.
Well, at least that's some context. At least that then, I suppose, has some sort of backstory. Because I thought that was just kind of pulled out of thin air.
It might. Well,
Like,
it might be. To be fair.
um, I mean, that would make a lot more sense. But yeah, I mean, yeah. um, yeah, that's fair. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I just kind of wish they kind of just cut the ties with Red Sec. But obviously, they've invested now, and they've
They're in
even
too deep.
added a load more updates to it. Yeah, yeah, it kind of is. You can't really. I mean, if you do that, all the people are going to be saying, "Well, you've just let go of my job a few months ago, and now they've told everybody in Red Sec to focus on the game."
Yeah, yeah, true.
Like, yeah, not saying that would be the sole reason, but
Well,
that would be a double whammy.
yeah, yeah,
Well, yeah, but yeah, but I mean, I guess I'm curious to see what the update will be, and I mean, we'll probably record a video of us playing the game. I imagine together,
yeah.
um, and we'll
I'll
see
be
what it's
looking at the
like,
charts to see how many
and then
people
we'll,
come back after the update.
yeah, yeah, that would be cool. That would be interesting. I'll be interested to see what, how many people come back for that. I hope it's a lot because it does look like it's quite a big, beefy update. And it does actually sound like they're listening to the community, which is pretty good.
For
Like it does
context,
actually seem like they've kind of.
it's where
Oh
is
yeah.
it? Battlefield is currently the 42nd most played game on Steam. if that.
Oh, what? Battlefield 6?
Yeah. So it's still
What? It's the... Oh,
it's the
wow.
42nd most played,
Oh, okay.
but it is under some questionable.
Oh, it's the 42nd most played.
At the moment. As in
Oh,
terms of
okay.
like current
I'm curious what it's
players.
under.
It's 42nd. It's under
Right.
some questionable games like Farming Sim 25 has more players. TF2 has more
Oh,
players.
yeah, Jesus.
Oh, we said Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, Baldur's Gate.
Oh, Helldivers is above Battlefield 6?
Yep, it sure is. Helldivers
Oh,
is
wow. Baldur's Gate makes sense.
34th.
Great game.
Daisy,
Oh,
Deadlock,
okay.
Dead by Daylight, Rainbow Six, Overwatch, GTA, Arc Raiders, and then, like we said, Apex Legends, PUBG, and
Oh, fair.
Counter-Strike's always the most played on Steam.
Jeez. Wow.
The 42nd isn't...
Wow.
I think for a AAA game, they'd be a bit sad to hear
40
that.
seconds still...
But for like an average game, that's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they'd probably want to hope, I imagine, they're at least in the top 20. But, I mean, 42nd isn't bad. You're still in the top 50. That's pretty good.
Yeah, top 20...
But yeah, I think for a AAA
they're not
game...
far off. They're all pretty
you wouldn't
close
be too
player
pleased,
counts.
maybe.
Top 20 is
okay.
another...
Is Call of Duty in that list as well? Or
it's not, because...
I feel like that's always the main comparison.
Call of Duty
because it was
isn't
just
on
shit.
isn't on Steam, really. It's not. Oh, it is. It is. I lie.
Okay.
53rd.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
So, yeah, Battlefield is doing better
okay.
than Call of Duty, which is, thank God for that.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but Call of Duty still does have a pretty, core player base. I feel like once you're playing Call of Duty, it's kind of quite hard to stop playing it.
Yeah. This is also on Steam, so I imagine
I feel like
console players
yeah,
there'll be way more
it's a
console
lot more
people playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Damn. That's surprising. Which is probably could be the same for Battlefield, though. I imagine. I don't know actually.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of console Battlefield players. Maybe not as many as Call of Duty.
Yeah,
but
that's fair though.
Definitely a lot.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised Call of Duty isn't in the top 50. That is a bit surprising. But then again, yeah, it is Steam, so it's kind of hard to go off.
Yeah, I don't know many people who get
accurately.
who get Call of Duty on Steam, because I think it's usually done through like Epic Games.
Jeez.
Now I think Epic Games has Call of Duty.
Okay. That's fair. I wonder how many people are playing Battlefield on Steam and playing RedSec.
I know. I wish I could see that.
2.
I really wish I could see that.
That would be so low. It's annoying
2.
that you can't see the difference. 2. Oh, jeez. Yeah. But I'm excited to see the update on the 14th.
What a weird day to release on
good.
a Tuesday.
I think. Yeah, I remember someone else saying that though. I'm pretty sure season 2, people were like, "Really? You didn't release it on like a Friday evening?"
That's so strange.
I remember it was done during the week. I think it was like done on a Thursday or Wednesday or something, and it was like, oh, how weird. Yeah, bit weird.
You would think a Friday afternoon or a Saturday morning.
Yeah, unless it gives people maybe time to kind of hear about it, hear the reviews, and then go, oh, I'll jump on that on Friday, sort of thing, maybe. Perhaps.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't
know. Before we end, a little bit more context.
But yeah, I thought it was...
Battlefield 1 has more players than Battlefield 2042.
No way. I'm not surprised actually about that. Yeah, Battlefield 1 Battlefield 1 was they really like nailed the perfect balance of realism and knowing that it's a game. Like it was I thought Battlefield 1 was brilliant, and the maps were great, and hearing the voice of "You have captured objective apples." It's like, oh, we've got it.
Yeah,
I don't know, just sounded great.
yeah. Battlefield
It was just
2042
so immersive. It was so
has
immersive.
1,000 players.
Oh, jeez, that was. What about Battlefield 5? Does it show Battlefield 5? Because that wasn't. I didn't think it was that bad. Battlefield 5.
Let me have a look.
I thought Battlefield 5 was pretty
Battlefield
decent.
5 has has 8,000. So more than
So
Battlefield 2042 is
that
basically just in the bin. That's that's
oh
that's
no.
pretty much it.
Yeah. It really was. The thing is though, people don't care about future warfare. If they haven't experienced it, I feel like they just don't really, I don't know, not relate. No one can relate, but
Yeah, maybe not
like
relate.
like but they don't but I don't know, they don't resonate with it. I don't know.
It's
I
just
think
less
people just
immersive.
prefer rather like yeah, I think that's what it because we've not experienced. Oh, I don't know, that's the wrong word as well. I don't
I
really
know what you
know.
mean. It's less engaging
I've not experienced World War One or World War Two,
because,
but
especially in
yeah,
Battlefield
yeah,
1,
it's just
I don't know. It was nice to
yeah,
try and
it
relate
was
back
just.
to something that had happened.
I think yes, exactly. It was just so immersive, and also I don't know. Yeah, it just hit really well. Like the tone, like it had like this vibe of like I don't know. It had like this weird like sense of like care and respect in a weird way about it. It was just really cool. And then you got like history knowledge, and then you were like, oh my god, like I don't know. It was just so immersive in that sense. And then Battlefield 5, obviously immersive as well because it's happened. And then when you get like 2042, it's just like I don't know. It just does not feel like I feel like there's just so much less care. So you're kind of fighting that. But like even something like Modern Warfare though, like Battlefield 6, it's kind of like even that's kind of okay. I just don't think people care much for the future warfare. If you know,
It it just
I don't really know why
the
that's
game
like
played
a big
so
thing.
poorly as well. Like there were no stakes. You just had people
Yeah.
like wingsuiting and grappling around, and it was so you lose like the tactical kind of nature of the game because like I don't know if you wanted to sit on a
Yeah.
roof but with a sniper, you'd have to get in a helicopter. You'd have to kind of make your way up there quite slowly. But then an assault class just kind of
Mm.
grapples up the side of the building and wingsuits onto your roof and kills you. And you're like, oh, well, I guess they can do that now. It's just a bit
Oh.
kind of, ugh. It just didn't work.
Yeah. See, that sounds like something like Call of Duty.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
sounds
yeah.
very fast paced. So maybe that's what they're trying to do with this Battlefield 6. Maybe that's why they're trying to slow it down a little bit because they know that they risk 2046 maybe because it was 2046 did like I think I played maybe I didn't give it a fair shot. Maybe I played an hour. I feel like I played a lot
An
less
hour.
because I just just moving just like it was no more than an hour. That's for sure. Like it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like a Battlefield game. But when I played Battlefield 5, I played like a few hours on that and I was like, "Oh, this is quite fun." Like but I just kept getting like there just wasn't much player base, so I just kept getting stuck to the same map, which was the new one. But that was quite enjoyable. I quite enjoyed Battlefield 5. But yeah, but 2042 was just horrendous. It was just like, oh god, this is not good.
Yeah, that's I wasn't a fan of
Yeah.
Battlefield 2042 or 5. I wasn't a fan of either.
I never got 5. I don't really know why, really. I think it's because I was just so happy with Battlefield 1
5's just a
that
worse
I was just like,
version,
I'm not going to
in my
bother with
opinion.
Battlefield 5. That's kind of what people said. People said, I remember the review came out, because I do kind of wait for reviews, really, before I buy in the game straight away. But people kind of did say, it's like Battlefield 1, but just a bit worse. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
well, then why would I buy it?
Yeah.
You know? But like, I mean, yeah. I think even the leveling up in Battlefield 1 was quite nice. It wasn't like I played it so much, and then like I think by the time 2042 came out, I think I got to rank 100. And then Battlefield 6, I'm pretty sure I've already hit rank 100.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I haven't played it anywhere near as much. Like, yeah. But, yeah. I'm excited for the update. It should be good. I'm also excited to see Operation again. I quite liked Operation in Battlefield 1.
Yeah, hopefully it slows the game down a bit.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if the new maps did get added, but I don't think they will. And yeah, I'll try it. I'll try out the vehicle and see what it's like.
Yeah, I'm going to be driving that around the entire map and just giving everybody health, ammo, and respawns. That'll be my thing. Released in the past few years or further, like Heavy Rain and such, and comparing them and talking about them. So yeah, join us next time. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, and put in the comments if you do actually play RedSec, because I am actually genuinely intrigued. Thanks for watching. Bye.